What's up guys, Dapper here, and today I have something awesome to show you guys. So I've been building this for the last couple days, and here it is. This is a drift machine. Oh my gosh, is this thing so much fun to drive. So, where do I even begin? So I've been building this for the last couple days, and it's really, really awesome. It just kind of works. Here, I can kind of go ahead and show you. So we're gonna hop on the controls here. And as you see, it kind of drives just like a normal hovercraft would, except we're kind of really low to the ground here. We could take some jumps as well. But check this out, guys. Whoop-ah! Boom! We're sliding. This thing is so much fun. You could literally just drift everywhere. Oh, and now we're hitting a jump drift. Look at that. So this thing is super sweet. So yeah, let me go ahead and kind of show you how I made this. And we'll come over here and start with the prototype. And it's kind of stuck under here. So let me grab the tool real quick. Okay, so we pulled it out and we put a starter block on it. So now I'm gonna release it. And so basically this is how the entire ship is made. So I basically made it so that there's only there's 3 parent objects. So part of the absolute main structure will have 1 rotor, and then on the other builds you will see a yoke and the hovercraft controls, because you can't put those on child objects. But basically I started with this, and I was just kind of experimenting with shifting the entire car around the yoke. This is the first idea, was to have the yoke like stay in one spot and you'd be centered in the vehicle. And then the design changed a little bit. So it changed for good reason, because it turned out really well. So I think this car is a little dissected. Maybe not enough. Let's take a look at this one. That one still kind of has the floor in it. I'll go ahead and remove these blocks just to show you. So these were actually test vehicles. I was really going for style points here. It's super cool because the front wheels actually turn with the drift, but it sends the entire vehicle super wonky. Anyway, I'll explain that in a bit. But here we have these are basically stationary objects. So we have the hovercraft computer, a yoke, and then this rotor, which is connected to another rotor. That way we can, turn both ways. But these 3 objects are part of the main structure, and then everything else is a parent entity. And it's crazy, because if you delete this rotor right here, the entire car will disappear. And I did it once. I almost lost the whole project. Thankfully, I was able to Control-Alt-Delete and close the game super fast. And one of my older when I came back, it had saved before that happened, and the car came back. So luckily I didn't have to redo the whole thing. I was super thankful for that. But anyway, this yoke is actually connected to that one, so this one can move around. As you can see, it's moving left and right. The whole vehicle's kind of moving here, except for those, center objects. And that's what's happening on the vehicle I just drove as well. And now, with this particular vehicle, though, as I said before, I was going for style points with... Wait, maybe it's not this one. This one's partially hooked up, but I never hooked up the links, so... let me grab this one, because I believe this one is. I ran into some problems. As soon as I installed this system to turn the wheels, the whole thing kind of got wonky, and then I tried to... as you can see, it's clipping on everything now. That's the whole reason it's stuck here. So let me just go ahead and delete everything in here. So hopefully we can get it somewhat working. Just to show you what I was going for. And I may attempt this again. I don't know, because it's kind of broken. I almost got it working, but when I tried to put the interior back, it would just clip on everything. I'm not really sure what happened. But the style points would have been amazing, because check this out. You see how the wheels turn? Like, how cool is that? How cool would that have been? And then, as you see, it just kind of gets stuck there. I think the other way worked, though. Yeah, the other way always worked fine, and I don't know why. But yeah, look at that. So we can go ahead and drive this one around a little bit, even without a floor, just to kind of show you how cool that would have looked. I actually took a couple screenshots. I might post one now, or show you guys now. We'll see. And then, so here, I like to find some sand because, you know, you can kind of see the car better in a sandy area. I guess we can drift all the way there. Here we go. So yeah, look at, you can see the wheels turning. Like, how cool would that have been? And then if you go the other way, and the other way is kind of glitchy, the wheel would turn the other way as well. And as you see the glitchiness here, I can't like undo it, and it starts to flip itself. And flipping itself, that's another thing. So the whole reason this works, as well as it does too, the vehicle would actually try to flip itself every time, as you saw right there, because it wasn't turning back, and I had released my my button on here. It reactivated the hover pods, and I'll show you now with my link tool. So every time we initiate a drift, when we do this, I'm actually turning the hover pods off on the right side of the vehicle. Oh, I said that wrong. I'm actually turning all the hover pods on the right side of the vehicle off. So, do you see the hover pods back here? I know they're lit up right now. Maybe that one's not. But they are being shut off, and that helps to like push you into the drift, especially if you're holding forward. Like as I'm holding forward right now, the car's kind of auto drifting. It's auto turning. But at the same time, if you turn while it's happening, you can do tighter drifts, or you can do wider drifts, like so, which is super cool. I'm really happy with how that worked out. But you know, it's super interesting because the car would try to flip itself. Similar, it's literally the exact same thing I did here. When you let go, it would do that during the drift, like if all the hover pods were activated at the same time. And I'm not sure why that happened, but it just ended up working out perfectly when you shut them off. And I have that logic set up here under the window. So basically it says, it takes my my toggle logic gates here, and while these are activated, just go ahead and grab this one, they will go to a OR NOR setup. So the NOR goes to the hover pods that I want to shut off. So that'll be the left is the left side of the vehicle, and then the right over here is the right side of the vehicle. And then I use this same setup to initiate the turning. Now, I had to put a second delay on the turning. Otherwise, the vehicle wouldn't turn at all. So if there's two things happening at once, the whole thing just starts clipping on itself. But I discovered that if I delayed the signal, which as you can see, it turns and then it turns the wheel. If I delayed that signal a little bit, it would still be able to somewhat function. Albeit it's very glitchy, and that's the whole reason that we're not using this right now. I might attempt to do it again. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do it with a full interior, because for some reason when I tried to put the interior back on this one, oh, and yeah, and for some reason, I don't know why, but this one side gets stuck. So when this happens, you have to click it again. So I just tapped it, and now it brought the vehicle back. So super cool. I love the fact that the wheels turn. Like, that's crazy, but it's just a little too glitchy, and it just needs work. It needs work, and yeah. So I decided to stick with the regular vehicle, which is this guy over here. So unfortunately, the wheels don't turn, but it's still cool nonetheless. So let's go ahead and hop in here, and maybe we'll do a little drift montage. Let's go drift around some stuff. Oh, also, I know someone's gonna ask, the reason I'm drifting in the grass is because if I was on a structure, like if I had built a track, it's super sparky, because I am grinding on the ground here, as you can see. And I love that it kicks up dust when you do that, because it really helps with the whole drift look. As you can see here. Ooh, can I drift around it? Boom. Here, let's see if I can drift around this other car here. Look at that. Look at that. This is so cool. I'm so happy with how this project turned out. And it works out as a great hovercraft too. Like, it's pretty quick. Not gonna lie. Oh, let's go around this lake here. I wonder if we can like kind of skip through the lake here as well. We kind of sink. It doesn't always stay on top of the water, I found out. Which is fine, I guess. Or I guess we can just avoid water. Let's see if we can do like a jump drift here. Oh, I guess my thing was kind of stuck a little bit there. Sometimes it bugs out a little bit and you just gotta like re-click both ways and it'll be fine. Yeah, I forgot. Let's do this jump here. I guess I didn't have enough speed for that one. We'll hit this jump right here. We'll do a jump drift. Boom! So yeah, super cool. Super fun. I'll see if I can try to get the wheel turning, because I mean, come on, that is just so cool. Unfortunately, it's just a little glitchy. Oh, I never really went over this car too. I guess I should kind of go over like the reason behind all the looks and whatnot. So yeah. So other than the functions of drifting, I did do an open engine design here, and I even put these on pistons, and there is room to put more logic in the car if you want to like make them like, you know, sputter or whatever you call it, if you wanted to make them go up and down. And you know, I tried to get like a cool air filter in there that you could see from the front grille. Of course, I have the big intake down here, or intercooler. Big intercooler down here, and then I did like an exhaust pipe up here, and of course the turbo's in there somewhere. I kind of just you know, placed everything around till it looked good, and I kind of went for like a Beamer look, if you know what I mean. Or at the same time, it was supposed to be like maybe a Challenger. Who knows? It's something futuristic-y. And of course I did the wide body kit with the super wide rims, and actually this vehicle has camber on it too. I don't know if some of you noticed, but these are actually cambered like 2 degrees, and you can change that camber. I believe it's back here. Yeah, it's right here. It's at 92.001. I don't know why it does the 001, but yeah, it's supposed to be 92 degrees, but we can actually increase that if we wanted to. We could do like, what if we did 100? This thing would look crazy. We're gonna get some clipping too. Oh, wait. We actually don't want it to go that way. Okay, so this is 90, so this is absolutely no camber at all. And then let's get some crazy camber in here. Hopefully it works this time. Look at that. How crazy is that? It just kind of tucks the rims up under there. So you could change that if you want. It's located in the back quadrant of the car. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, you know, it's right here. If you guys decide to download this, I will be putting this in the description, and if I do update it, I will probably call it something different. I will, you know, I'm gonna upload this just because it works perfectly as is, and then if I get working steering, I will upload the same one, but I'll post it in the title with steering. So we'll see if we can get that working. Super cool. I put the door buttons on the other side, so it's kind of like hidden. And it is on ABBA logic. Not the cleanest, not the most efficient. This hole back here, tons of logic. But super cool nonetheless. It pulls the door out, flips it up for you, and then you can go ahead and set it back down. And then these center buttons here will do the same thing, so you can get in and out of the car. But yeah, all the logic is back here. I'll go ahead and remove this. So what's happening is this switch here is connected to the OR gate, which goes to these 2 AND gates, and it basically fires them with the timer blocks based on if it's on or off, in an on or off state. So if it's off, it'll tell fire this one, then fire that one. If it's on, it'll be like fire that one, fire that one. And they're both a second apart, so that way it gives time for the piston to come out before it flips up. So yeah, Pretty simple stuff. I made a video on that if you want to make one for yourself. Like I said, it's not the most efficient. You know, I'm not an expert at this, but it does work, and it is a pretty easy concept to grasp, I think. I almost made these windows be able to roll down. Unfortunately, I would have had to put multiple like pistons in the door. Here, let me pull this back out. The door needed to be 3 in length in order for me to pull that in with 1 piston. So I didn't end up doing it, but I did start working on it and then decided against it. But it would have been kind of cool to just hit the button and roll down the windows. It is possible to do, just had to make the door like 1 block lower. Oh well, I forgot. I think, yeah, I painted that on the last one, so I'm gonna do that again. Let me see if there's anything else. I got some pretty cool mirrors here. I still have to stick a sticker there and put like silver on it just so it looks like a mirror. I got the diffuser back here. And I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else. No, I pretty much covered everything. Hopefully you guys like the build. If you like the video, be sure to smash that like button. If you want to see more builds and stuff like this in the future, don't forget to hit the subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.